Hey world, it's Ben when I come back with another video. Out here enjoying this beautiful day, family. Make sure you get out in nature. Put your feet on the ground. Touch the grass. Take your cap off and let the sun, okay, nourish you with all that energy that it has to offer. Unlimited energy. Let me ask you a question. How does electricity work? How does it work? Because I know you don't know. I don't know. Certain things they don't tell us. Even when it comes to conflicts and wars and whatnot, we always in the dark. But the taxpayers are the people who are funding these wars. I say that to say this, family. If you're not familiar with something called the Trilateral Convention, there was a meeting with the world's elites, the globalists. And they wanted to make sure that as an area of the world, the Middle East, that is vastly wealthy with resources. Now, of course, the Middle East is not a country or area. You got to realize, what the hell is the Middle East? Why would they even call it that? Because they wanted to designate that area. And isn't it mighty ironic that every country in that area has been labeled either associated with the Taliban, ISIS, or Al-Qaeda? Every one of them, except Israel. You gotta ask yourself why. Why isn't the spotlight on Israel when it comes to human rights violations, when it comes to mass murders, when it comes to disenfranchising a community of people? All these quote unquote human rights violations are never addressed in Israel. But now, in Iran, if you don't know, the United States just had a military strike against Iran. Now, they've been wanting to get Iran for a long time. And Iran is basically right next door to Israel. And then it might be ironic, being right next door to Israel, there's no conflict. But all the Palestinians, and I mean all of them, even the Africans, I think the most Ethiopians that are in Israel, are totally discriminated against and disenfranchised, and no one says anything. But we as Americans, quote unquote, give Israel billions of dollars a year as an obligation. I don't know how that obligation came to fruition. I mean, logically, because there have been many, many people around this world in history that has been decimated from mass murders and Holocaust and all that, but it's only one group of people that get recognized. And so right now, family, that's $780 billion that that Congress designated for the military. Now at least we know what it's for now. Okay? So just like Iraq, just like Afghanistan, we're finna get into a conflict. Many, many young American lives will be lost. Even more will be, disabled and debilitated from these horrific injuries. For what? What is the cause? What's the end game? Well, the end game is, if you know anything about the one world order and what George Bush said back in 1984 about how they wanted to develop a one world order, this shouldn't be a surprise. Unfortunate, but this shouldn't be a surprise. All right, family, in the meantime, between time, may the Most High and Saudi bring you joy, and being with is out of 5,000.